Hey everyone, just a little heads up here before we get started. The recording session for this episode was a disaster. Like, it literally went worse than any recording I've ever done. I mean, I'm aware that Discord is far from perfect, don't get me wrong, but this was wild. There was not only latency, but distortion to the point that I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. That's why I don't laugh in this episode as much as I normally do. I was literally struggling to understand what they were saying at some points. But the worst part, by far, was the repeated failure of their mic. It kept coming unplugged, but that's not all. Audacity crashed on me in the middle of it all, and I lost several minutes of audio. So after much cutting, splitting, and layering, I finally was able to make an episode of what I had. And I just want to address one more thing here while I've got you alone and I'm talking to you, just so that it's been stated explicitly somewhere. And this last thing applies to all episodes. There is a general latency on Discord that is just long enough that we often end up accidentally talking or starting to talk at the same time. So, if you've ever been listening to this and you found yourself wondering why it always kind of sounds like we're talking over each other or interrupting each other, that's why. And it's especially bad in this episode. But we're not rude, I promise. Whew. With that all being said, let's get this thing started. Hey, welcome back to Siblingism. Guys, we've got a very special episode this time around. For our 5th installment, we are marking our first ever guest episode. And we've got very special guests for this debut guest episode. I've brought on the CSAC Lopez's. So, basically, what we've got here is... Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave it to them. I'm gonna let them go around and introduce themselves. And let's start with the youngest, Noah. Go ahead.
Hello. Rude. I'm Noah, the youngest of 5. 4 in our household. There's quite a few of us. And I got on all of their nerves all the time.
Yes, he does.
That is true. That is true. And I'll go next. My name is Maryssa. I am the oldest daughter of the 4 in our household. So I'm naturally bossy, and with the unique what do they call it? A complex of also being a middle child. Since I'm not the oldest, but I'm like second oldest, but oldest daughter. So it's a fun little cocktail of weird, I suppose.
It keeps things interesting.
Yeah.
The situation is kind of complicated, but I'm Lucas. I'm the oldest cool guy in the house. That's all I got.
It's a good place to be, I guess.
Yeah, so you may have noticed, they all kind of gave different numbers for how many oldest / youngest of that they are, and I've only brought on the 3 of them just to kind of keep the number of people talking into your ears the same. So with that in mind, I am going to ask you the question that I hope is going to become like the tradition in this show, as far as what I ask guests when they come on, if this continues in the way that I'm hoping that it does. And that is, let me be clear here. We don't have to stay on this one topic. I want you guys to just, keep talking. Take this thing and run with it, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, my question is, what is your first memories of each other, and what is your favorite memories of each other?
Jeez.
Have at it.
That's a hard one.
It's hard because I think since we're a blended family, we came all together at kind of a young age, probably like 5 or 6 for me and Lucas, and then for Noah, It was probably, what, 2 or 3?
You
Yeah.
haven't
And then
awoken
Tori-
to consciousness yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any memories before you were in the picture.
Like, he wasn't even, like, smooth brain. He was no brain. So, I don't know
He
what
was not
y'all-
sapient.
Some may even argue I'm still no brain.
Yeah. But...
That's me.
Yeah.
I would argue that.
But I guess for me, we spent so much time in the car. We used to drive this really old, well, we didn't drive, we were kids, but my mom had this really old, like, I don't know, passenger type van where it had shag carpet for no reason. It had blinds. The car was meant for
Wonderful.
other endeavors, I suppose, but we used it as our
Love
family
it.
car. Yeah, and we spent, and everything in New Mexico is 45 minutes away. Especially in Rio Rancho, everything is 45 minutes. So we spent a lot of time in the car. I think probably for me, one of the first things that I remember is Noah in one of the captain's chairs asleep, and he was a menace when he would take a nap. And then for some reason, me, Lucas, and our sister Tori, were sitting in the back, and we had all fallen asleep in the back. I woke up with my head on Lucas's hair, because he was sitting next to me, and I got up and I had been drooling like a menace. I woke up, his hair was sopping wet, my face, it was like I fell in a puddle. So that's like probably one of my first core memories, and I don't even know if that was after Mom and Dad were married or before, but when I think of us, that's one of the first things. So that's
And this was Lucas's
Y'all can
afro?
take it. Yes.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It looked like the top
This
of a
is
mushroom.
not that era. This is before then.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was when his hair would stay curled in like a circle as opposed to a
Mushrooming
triangle, which happened later.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. This is before that.
Oh, just to add a little more context, they've kind of briefly mentioned it, but my guests today hail from the Lane of Enchantment, New Mexico. Okay, carry on.
I think I've got a different memory for Lucas
Oh, jeez.
than I do everyone else. So I think my earliest memory of Lucas, I actually got in trouble for it. I was in kindergarten or first grade. I think it was kindergarten. I think you were in third grade. And we had a fire drill at our school. We're so close together. He's a couple of years older than me. So we're all in the same school together. And when I was a kid, I was a little bit of a metalhead, a little bit of a rambunctious guy. And we're all supposed to be in like orderly lines, early fire drills for school. I see Lucas. And I don't know why I decided I yell out when we're all supposed to be quiet. We're all supposed to be in lines, ordered. I yell out, Lucas! Throw up some metal symbols. We're all gonna die! So loud. And I remember that because my kindergarten teacher comes up to me, taps me on my shoulder, leans down, and says, "You're gonna need to move your start down when we get back." I was like, oh. Immediately mopey.
Immediately the yellow.
Those are cute and fun memories. I don't remember you guys at all. I don't know why I'm here.
You have object permanence of a baby.
What? I've never seen one of those.
If it's not directly in front of you, it's gone.
Yeah.
But as for like Maryssa, you and our other sister Tori, I think that van is so iconic.
Oh yeah.
It's difficult. And then we had that Suburban for a while,
The Suburban was fun.
really early. That thing was, everyone cramming into that was always so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's hard to nail down exactly like the first memory, but for some reason they all involve the car.
It's because we had it forever.
That's true. That's true.
And we had to drive so much.
We put like 15 people in that thing for homecoming
Yeah.
or whatever that was.
The amount of times that we would get to like Walmart, that was the closest grocery store to us, and it was still,
It was a half hour away.
yeah, it was about a half hour away. It was so so far, we would, drive over there. Everyone's in the car, cooped up, and Mom stops before anyone gets out. She would turn around and look at all of us and give us all of you will behave. If you do not behave, I will spank you when we get home.
Every time.
Yeah.
So stay with me. Don't wander. Don't ask
for anything.
Don't ask
Yeah.
that was the one
If
I
you
remember.
ask for anything, I will tell you no. And if you cry or you throw a fit, you will get a spanking when you get home.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'd all go in, and somebody every single time, because we are awful children.
Whoa.
Somebody every single time would point at something random and ask, "Can we have that?"
Oh,
And just get a look from Mom,
yeah, we did do that.
and she'd pinch the backs of our arms right at our triceps.
Eventually, we
Yeah.
learned. Eventually, she's like, we figured it out. She's there to get snacks. Be like, actually, I think this snack would be the one we should get for everyone. And like, if we were persuasive enough, we might actually end up with the snack we wanted.
Yeah.
But then
Of
you
course,
get one and
of
it would be
course.
gone.
Absolutely. Did you have a first memory, Lucas? I don't know if you...
I don't know.
All revolves around the van or school, huh?
Yeah. There was that time we got left at school for like 6 hours.
It felt like it.
For context, it was not 6 hours. But when we were kids, it sure feels like
Maryssa remembers they gave us the keys. We were in like 4th grade. They gave us the keys to lock up the building and everything.
We weren't even 4th grade.
We were in like 3rd grade.
This is probably one of my favorite memories, at least of Lucas and I. Since we're the oldest, and we were waiting for our house to be built in Rio Rancho, and we were living in Albuquerque, which is about 45 minutes away. We're waiting for the house to be finished.
Oh, yeah, in 45 minutes.
And we're waiting for the house, and we're living with my grandma at the time. So my mom would take me and Lucas up to school, 45 minutes away, and then drive back home to take care of Tori and Noah. And there was one day where it just wasn't happening. My mom was running late. She called my dad. Of course, it was poor Dad. And he worked about 10 minutes away from the school. She called him and said, "Hey, can you go pick up the kids? I'm not going to be able to make it on time." "Oh, yeah, sure, whatever." "I got the kids," he says. And me and Lucas are in 1st grade. It's our 1st year of elementary school. And they were probably like 30. Dad was probably like 30 minutes late. Maybe Mom was 30 minutes late, whoever ended up picking us up.
Yeah.
I remember, and I still feel like I'm being gaslit a little bit by my parents, if I may be so bold to say it.
They keep saying, no, it wasn't that long. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure it was like 2.5, 3 hours.
And I told people, like growing up until probably I was 18, not joking. I was like, yeah, there was this one time where I swear my parents left us at school for like hours. Like, the lights turned out for some reason. My vision went from bright colors to sepia tone. They handed us the keys and said, "Lock up when you're done, kid." Like, I remember that happening. I've been informed, and Lucas does too. Like, we corroborated the story many
Yeah,
times.
for some reason, apparently it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like a convenient, like, oh, they won't remember. They're stupid.
Yeah, kids are dumb.
Kids are dumb. They won't know that we accidentally left them at the school for 7.5 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I just can't explain the sepia tone change in my vision. You know, kids
that was
remember.
the sun going down,
Oh,
and we
right.
were in the desert.
And
so,
it was dusty.
Yeah, so it started getting dusty, and that's actually why all those movies look like that.
Oh,
It's the
gotcha.
dust filter.
It's not the lens.
Every
Okay.
Western
filter.
film has the dust filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of my favorite memories. Like, early
That was a
memory.
fun one.
I think probably.
One time, when we're getting into favorite memories, is probably the time you hit me with a shovel. She hit me in the face with a shovel.
I mean, to be fair, hold on.
I made it
You're
even.
not a victim.
What did you?
No, I was a victim at first,
What
and
did
then
you
I made
follow
it
up
even.
with? What did
I
you?
didn't want to have that victim mentality. I wanted to fight back, fight against the man,
Yeah.
fight against my oppressors.
Yeah, what we were doing, we were renovating the backyard or whatever. We were
Yeah.
landscaping it, doing
Marissa
that.
hit me in the face with a shovel. So
I-
rude.
It was a love tap, if anything.
No,
And-
it was like full on. I got this big old scar on my eyebrow.
That wasn't the
That
shovel.
wasn't the shovel.
You
That
didn't-
was 4th
You
grade.
could have
This
just left
was
it
high
as
school.
is. You didn't have to point out that it was unrelated. Anyway, she still hit me with a shovel.
we retaliated by we had like this skinny little tree. I mean,
It
it
was
was
not little.
okay.
It was the biggest tree you'd ever seen.
Yeah, he lifted it up with his bare hands.
I did. I ripped
And
it
here's
out
where
of
the
ground.
trigger warning comes in. He hit me with it.
I hit her with the tree.
Yeah. So that was a fun time. That was a good one. I
That
think.
was a good time.
Oh, okay.
I think. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Go. What were you gonna say, Maryssa?
Yeah, I think. As far as like sibling or family memories go, just in general, I think anytime we'd go to Disneyland, probably one of the first times that we went. I can't even remember what the
Hey,
memory
picking the
was.
family trip is a bit of a cop out.
Oh yeah, but I'm so using that. I'm gonna e-brick hard onto that one. Yeah, I think any family trip we go to Disneyland is probably just want to keep in my mind safe because everyone's so happy in such a good mood and everyone gets along, which is pretty generic and probably is, to be honest, somewhat of a cop out. But I would definitely claim those as some of my favorites.
No such thing as a cop out on siblingism.
You're right. I love that. Then you
Yeah.
just wait.
Anything in particular though from those trips?
We'll figure one out.
You know what? I
There's
don't
an
know.
obvious answer. It was opening the park.
Oh, duh. Yeah, opening the park was a
It was
classic.
opening the park.
Yeah.
That was a great time. We were far enough up in the line and talking to the staff
On my
there
birthday.
on Lucas's birthday, where we were just talking with them, joking with them, having a great time, and they're like, "Do you guys want to open the park?" So they actually
Yeah.
let us in early to count down
Yeah.
for the park opening.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was fun. That was a pretty good time.
It's like the opposite experience of that. Did you guys see that viral video of the guy who's like proposing to his girl for his fiance, and it was like not in a it was technically like behind a velvet rope. Like the space was openly visible, but like I think you had to reserve it ahead of time or something. And so you see a cast member come swooping in, and he actually like snatches the ring out of the dude's hand and gestures
Yeah.
them to a different area.
Yeah.
That's a crazy video, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
That'd be embarrassing.
Like, they be proposing all over the place. I'm like, this is the walkway. I gotta get to Indiana Jones. What are we doing
Can
here?
we go to
Sir,
the
this
left?
is a-
Congratulations. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
You guys can go cry over there.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a
just
good
kidding.
point.
I'm just kidding.
We're in line for Radiator Springs Racers. Like, come on.
This is the cafe. What are we doing here?
Dang. Yeah. Like when you consider all the crap people have done in Disney, that's not that bad. I mean, it's not like they were dumping their ashes all over the place.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Those just
Or
get
their loved
vacuumed
ones'
up.
ashes.
And listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm okay with it. I'm okay
You
being
wanna
vacuumed up
be-
by a Disney vacuum.
Mickey
y'all-
Mouse brand vacuum
Yeah.
cleaner.
That's what we'll do. You know what? You'll be cremated if we'll go to Disneyland and go, hey, so we didn't actually want to dump her ashes here. We know they just get vacuumed up. She actually just wants to be vacuumed up.
Yeah, Toontown.
You guys got like a vacuum here in Toontown
On
that
the
we can just
floor
like,
in
here.
Toontown.
Yeah.
Thank
Part of
you.
all these kids.
Appreciate it.
Cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
Like, really appreciate it. In fact, why don't you just get out the little handle and we could just like, you know, I got the bag here. You can just straight out of the
Yeah.
bag.
It doesn't have to reach
I
the
brought
air.
a funnel.
Yeah, are you kidding me? No, I didn't bring an urn. That takes up a lot of space in the bag. I'm going on
Oh,
Indiana
that's
Jones after this.
I'm supposed to give that for security.
Dude, that's not gonna survive Space Mountain.
No.
I'm
Yo,
not taking
spread,
her ashes into Space Mountain. I'm not crazy.
spread my ashes in Space Mountain. Can you imagine being the guy behind?
What was all that? Some
Dust
Maryssa.
directly into your
It's
face.
so immersive.
Whoa. Ugh.
It's because my femur's in your mouth. So,
Anyways,
on to the less morbid, I suppose.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a... I mean, Jake, you have a sister. You get the... There's so... Especially being a part of either your lives, your entire life, or from your cognizant, there's just so much that happens, you know. You're like... watching the lore happen, but also being a part of the lore is a weird experience.
Mm.
we call that living.
I guess. If you want to
We
be
just call it
technical.
living, man.
If you want to be technical about it.
This is
Hidden
how we
lore.
live.
Yeah.
It's just FOMO. You just have FOMO. You're asking for hidden lore. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I'll quickly retaliate with a Disney tale of my own.
Ooh.
Please.
So, yes, back around the turn of the century, shortly thereafter, really, my dad took the family to Disney World in Florida on the other side of the map of the USA. And at the time, I don't know if they were doing anything similar to this with land. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about it if they did. But they were doing this this like project called Leave a Legacy, right? So they built this massive wall. I don't remember it was in Epcot, but I don't remember exactly where it initially was. And what you could do is you could have a picture of yourself taken, and then they would put it up on that wall and immortalize it. And the whole appeal to the concept was they promised that they would never tear down this wall in any future renovation, so you would be a part of the park forever, ostensibly. So, to this day, if you go to Epcot, the wall has been moved to the front gate. And if you squint and you look hard enough, you can find a picture of me and my sister on the wall.
Oh, how cool.
I'm gonna go try to find your picture.
Yeah.
How many square inches do you think it is?
1.
Oh, I don't think it's even that big. Like, they're pretty small. It's like millions of little pictures.
Bring your pocket
Ooh,
microscope
too many people
real
are
quick.
taking pictures. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Just 1 pixel on the spray.
That'd be crazy. I mean, that's pretty cool. If I ever end up going to Florida, that's gonna be my mission. It's part of my hidden Mickeys. It's gonna be the hidden hues.
Oh, yeah. Hidden Jake.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
My question for you is, why are you
Yeah.
in Florida?
When you can be
What?
in
Why
California.
not, dude? That was, it was before Ron DeSantis ruined everything, so no.
Oh, fair.
I'm making a face. It's I don't know how to describe that face.
Oh, the
I
dentist
was just
right
kidding.
It looks like more.
That's
Huh? How dare you say
that's
that?
as
to me?
political as it's gonna get here. Backtrack.
Good point.
Abort.
Scrub the last 2 minutes.
Brian, edit that out.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I'm gonna have an updated favorite memory. Scratch
Oh my
everything I
gosh.
just said.
Oh,
So,
Here we go again.
and mostly because
Better
Better
another
still
one in
involve
5
body
minutes,
fluids.
dude.
no, this one does not. Except maybe some tears.
Good, because I was kidding.
Our parents
Acceptable.
our parents turned 50 within like 6 months of each other, which is
What? This is so not fair.
This is
That
the
was
last
like
year.
3 months ago.
I'm using it. Jake just said there's no cop-outs in Siblingism.
Oh my gosh.
And we were able to coordinate.
Anything's legal when there's no cops around.
You heard it here first, folks.
Legal advice.
Yeah. What? We were able to. The 4 of us plus, spouses and significant others put together a surprise Disney family trip that we're actually taking this upcoming May. And our mom is.
Mhm.
And dad too. He plays it off pretty cool. They are massive people who have FOMO to the most intense degree. So, and they try to they'll snoop, they'll dig, they'll try to find clues. No stone goes unturned. But when we put together the bowl game and we finally told them that we surprised a trip for them for Disneyland, they
We
didn't
got
see
'em
it coming.
good.
We got them good. Yeah. Dad was speechless, which is rare.
Oh.
My mom cried. It was great.
Yeah, I want more details on that. Because that sounds like a great way to drop a surprise, the bowl game.
Yeah. It didn't actually go according to plan. The one,
When does it ever?
so the
True.
problem was that the whole idea is that they pull the last token, paper out, and it would be like, oh, we're going to Disney in 2026. And they'd be like, what?
Mhm.
And then we'd be like, surprise. But instead,
Yeah.
they just avoided it because they thought it was not a thing. And so they like put it back, and then we're sitting there like
Well,
trying to signal to each other, what the heck are we gonna do?
For quick context, for people who don't know, the bowl game is a game that is played as a party game. A group of people that you split up little slips of paper, and you have to write a noun on it, person, place, thing. Put it all in the bowl, and you start passing it around, and you're split into teams. The person who has the bowl pulls out something. On the first round, they can say anything except what is on the paper in order to get you to guess what is on the paper. The second round, they can only use a single word. And the third round, you have to pantomime, you have to gesture to get your team to guess. So it was on the third round that this paper, we're going to Disneyland 2026, was slipped into the bowl. But it hadn't been there for any of the previous rounds. So how are you supposed to gesture that without previously knowing it and using words to describe it?
Right.
But like I said, the initial objective was to get them the bowl with only the one slip of paper in it, so we could like surprise them because we already knew what it was. But that never happened. They had the bowl with other slips of paper, so they just ignored the one and did the others. And then they rolled it over.
It got to me.
And then my mom had already read it, so she's like, I know it. We're going to Disney or whatever. And then we're like, yeah. And then she was like, we win the game.
We were like, did you not hear what you just said out loud?
I think you're missing the point.
She was like, what? What?
What are you guys talking about? So it was like the reason...
I could picture it perfectly, too.
Yeah, the reason the whole thing kind of failed, but is also like super memorable, is because they just assumed we didn't have the capacity as human beings to plan a trip for them. Like they just see us as like too inept to actually pull that off.
We're still their children, right? And now, to be fair to them, it's a miracle we pulled it off.
Maryssa.
Hey, I'm not... Hold on here.
Sorry.
Me and Emily.
This is my sister, Icarus.
Yeah, I did leave numerous hints, and flat out would basically be like joking with them.
We should go.
She'd be like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if we were secretly planning a Disney trip for you in May?
We're going to Disney on May these days. And Mom would be like, haha, that's so funny. We definitely should.
Yeah, it actually just got to the point where I'd flat out tell them before we decided to tell them. Or I'd be like, oh, well, you have to make sure you're doing your physical therapy after she got her third hip surgery, which, what a hot mess, right? But,
You're putting her on blast now.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
She got a Disney trip for her birthday. Whatever.
And so I kept dropping, like, these not so subtle, flat out just telling them. And then they were like, oh, LOL, that'd be so funny, but my hip, or Dad would be like, oh, my back, or whatever, okay. And then...
we're old.
Yeah, well, we really have to see. And my sister and her husband, they still live in New Mexico. And getting them, God bless them if they ever hear this, they are the most stubborn people I've ever met.
They are.
And my sister is a little anxious ball. And it's never, yes, let's figure it out. It's, well, what about, what if, I don't know. So getting her to plan anything, again, if she hears this, we love you.
She's already tuned out. You called her little, and that's all she heard.
True.
You know where she got that from.
Yeah.
She got that from your grandmother.
That's true. She goes on an anxious roll, so anytime I would joke about it, my mom's like, well, yeah, good luck getting her sister and Kyle to agree to it, you know?
It's like, yeah, that's
like,
true, actually.
Yeah, you're right. So when we told them, it was a big surprise that, first of all, we were all on the same page, that we were somewhat organized enough to put together a plan. Now, with that being said...
And we had shirts prepared, like, in advance. That was the whole thing,
Our
too.
brother-in-law ordered shirts. It was a whole thing, right?
And then they hated the Airbnb we chose.
No, she liked it, but traffic was crazy.
They hated it so much that they wanted to get a hotel instead.
Yeah, that actually... Yeah, that happened. Well, no, okay, so that's not exactly what happened, but...
She liked the Airbnb, but we didn't like the idea
of being
of our traffic.
Well, so the Airbnb was a really good idea, and then me and my wife actually went to Disney, and then we came back and we went, we can't stay that far.
Yeah, so turns out my mom actually found the hotel for us. So there might have been some truth to what she was saying of the surprise element.
We refunded the Airbnb. We got the tickets and hotel for a cheaper price than the tickets and Airbnb.
How are we supposed to know they had discounts?
How are we supposed to know they had package deals like that? I'm just a baby. I mean,
No, you're not.
I live at home.
So,
it should be easy. Easy.
Again,
easy.
to be fair to our parents, they were kind of right.
They were. Oh yeah. Mother's instinct.
They knew
No,
we
no,
were
no.
right.
They were we planned the trip from start to finish. It's not my fault they changed it.
True. But yeah, that's
Yeah, they moved the goalposts, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's not.
Priorities shifted.
Yeah.
they would thrive in corporate America with this.
But one of
This
them
is no
does.
longer in scope for our intended deliverable.
Yeah, but I think that's probably my.
I'm gonna need to see some rewritten TPS forms.
Yeah. Here's your pip. Yeah.
Be sure you file an additional intake for the changes.
Have we done the racy yet?
But yeah, that's
Yeah, then pack up your desk.
I think it's
But
probably.
before you go,
I feel like almost embarrassed I don't have anything to contribute with the whole "we're moving on from you" in corporate America. You know, it's like,
Oh no.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Whoa. Hello? Uh-oh. Guys? You went dead silent. What's going on? I'm scared. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Okay. Hello? Oh, crap. Oh, I just briefly heard you. What's going on?
No,
let me get this recorded. Somebody sneezed at the microphone and the cable got disconnected, and then it was a whole thing. But we're here.
Okay. You
made
laughed at my
it.
joke, though, right? That's what's important.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
we laughed at your joke. We laughed so hard.
See, I think, Lucas, you were going to say something before I asked about your phones. Go ahead.
Dude, I don't have a memory for that. I already lost it.
That is a continuous problem in our family. Is if somebody is trying to say something,
Mhm.
and I think it's just how we grew up. Everyone's always talking over each other. If someone's trying to say something and they stop, it's gone.
Oh yeah.
We never remember it.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's exactly it.
Well, anyways.
Whoa.
Okay, where were we? What were we talking about?
Shoot, man. I don't know. I made a joke, and then that's when you went silent, and I got really scared that I wasn't funny.
It was so bad our computer quit the call. No, all right, new topic. What'd you guys eat for lunch yesterday? Do you remember?
This is an unfortunate topic for a podcast.
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. I'm just grasping at straws here.
There are no straws in front of him.
just start
There was one straw.
drawing from any point in your life, like how Maryssa
I drew from
grabbed
yesterday.
one from like 3 months ago or whatever.
She did.
I picked yesterday about lunch.
What did you have for lunch yesterday, brother?
I think yesterday I had that one sandwich that was pretty good. It was a turkey melt, but they kind of put a lot of mustard on it. Like probably like they had a big thing of mustard and they put the bread in the big thing of mustard and they
That's
pulled it out
disgusting.
and then put it back in and then pulled it out. And then they toasted it and that was pretty good. Then they put too many pickles on it.
Dang,
So I
all
took the
right.
pickles off because I'm a normal Joe. And then I ate the sandwich. It was really good.
Interesting.
Even though it was drowning in mustard.
Yeah, it was still somehow pretty good.
That is such a good segue. I'm so glad you mentioned drowning. Okay. Okay. I remember, and of course you guys will actually remember.
She's
this.
going back to the family trips.
Yeah, it was a Disney trip actually. My dad, he has like...
He was like, I want to go to the beach.
Yeah, my dad has like 3 modes. One is corporate dad, where he can just do his job, come home, and play video games. And that's like his reality, you know? And take care of his kids and wife and all that, whatever. The second, he had 2, I think, missed opportunities. Yeah. He had 2 missed opportunities. One was to and I don't know if this is politically correct, but this was what he said his dream was as a child, was to be a hobo with a knapsack on the train. You know, like in the cartoons where they would have their knapsack.
Yeah, the little dingle.
Cowboy.
Not a cowboy. He wanted to be the hobo on the train with the little sticking knapsack thing.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So that was one. And the other one was a beach bum. Right?
Who doesn't want to be a beach bum at some point in their life, though?
Listen, I could... no. I burn too easy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I get salty when it's hot, so...
You're salty anyways.
That's true.
Yeah, but when you're a beach bum...
I guess that's par for the course. Yeah, you're right. But that was... So my dad, every time we go to California, at this point in our lives, it was only twice. We'd been to California twice. But at that point, he'd be like, let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach, you know? And so we went, and we lived in New Mexico, where there is no actual body of water.
Whoa.
Cochiti doesn't count. Elephant Butte is more dead bodies than it is water.
It is more body than water.
So that's
the
automatically
average
out.
number of bodies in Elephant Butte is always higher than you want it to be.
Yeah, but that's a total side note. So we didn't know, obviously, like ocean stuff. You know, like when all of the water pulls back at once, that's because big waves are coming your way and you better run. We didn't catch on. So...
And also, we were like 6.
Uh-oh.
That's true. So the water recedes. Noah is trying to get out of the ocean. 3 of me, Tori, and Lucas had dipped out, but Noah was slow because he was a small child. So the waves went, and when they came back to shore, they pulled him in. Right? He was underwater. My dad's living his best life, like, oh, this is a blast. My mom is on the beach basically watching her baby, right, get swept up in the ocean. And the 3 of us turn, realize Noah's been taken. We run towards the ocean to go grab him, and we all get dragged down under. We're getting, sand every place, and we're crying because we swallowed all this water, and we're basically dry drowning. And, my dad, we get Noah, we come back up.
I didn't swallow any water.
I did.
Yeah.
I think I still have water in my sinuses.
Mom describes a moment where a wave had crashed me back towards the shore. And, my hands are up, and I'm, screaming, and I slam into the shore and grab the sand as it pulls me back.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Little finger lines in the sand. And this is really funny. It's worth noting, I cannot go back to the ocean.
I can barely swim. And it's because of that, but that was...
I can do it.
It was one of those things, as soon as we all washed up back on the beach, kind of like SpongeBob and Patrick in the SpongeBob movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I remember it.
Shell City.
Yeah. My dad comes walking back, oh my gosh, that was a blast, that was crazy. And my mom is crying, we're all crying, filled with snot and
He's like,
water. He's like, what's going on? And Mom's like, Kirk, we're going home. The kids almost drowned. We're never going to the beach again. And I've never been back to the beach. So, I'm glad you said drowning, because that triggered something.
My bad.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good.
That was a wild time.
Yeah.
I really hope, if Mom ever listens to this, that she pays very close attention to every time that we have recited things she said. Every time that you mimic her. That's really funny, and she will find that so hilarious.
Such charm.
I hope so. Yeah.
Maryssa lives with Mom.
Maryssa lives with Mom.
What's going on? Definitely a blast.
She knows where you sleep.
She'll be
Are you sure
grounded.
you should be saying all this?
Can I stay with you?
No.
No, she has a good disposition, I think.
One thing that used to happen when we were kids is if we would leave our trash out, it would find its way. It wasn't super dirty trash, but it would find its way into our pillowcases.
Oh, that's
so
amazing.
We go lay down and it's oh, my pillow is crinkly now because I left saran wrap or something.
Yeah, I left a Grips container.
And now it's in your
I miss
pillowcase.
Me too.
Grips were
Um,
great.
Yeah.
a cleaned, crushed soda can.
Yeah.
Because you left a soda can out. It was really funny.
I think she'd rinse it out before she
Yeah.
would do it, because she
Clean,
was like,
yeah.
I don't know, bugs. But they
So
got
you're gonna
wrong.
find
I believe
things
our
in your
actual
pillows.
pointing is a
Yeah.
little incorrect. I think this was a him thing.
Could have been. But you're going to find stuff in your pillowcase after
Oh.
she listens to this. And I'm excited to
Yeah.
hear what it is.
I'll find the kale that they delivered yesterday or 2 days ago, thinking it was parsley. They delivered Walmart delivered kale to the house, and they told us it was parsley, and we were like, that's not what that looks like.
And even
But that'll
tasted it.
be at the bottom of my bed when I go to lift up the sheets.
Be all Godfather style.
Oh no!
But it's just
a
kale.
It's kale chopped in half.
Yeah. I'll be like, yeah.
The individual
Fuck kale.
leaves are like chopped right down the middle.
Yeah. It'd be so crazy.
It'll be so goofy.
But yeah.
Emily will be like, Lucas, why does your pillow smell like mustard?
Ugh.
Mustard pickle pillow.
Mustard pickle pillow.
Yuck.
It's soaked in
that's pretty
brine.
gnarly.
No. No, don't do this to me.
Oh man. Yeah, they're parents are a trip. At least our
Yeah,
parents are
yeah.
a trip.
Yeah, man, more parent stories. That's perfect.
Yeah. Well, when growing up, we would kind of still get up early. We had to get up early for school, but even on the weekends, right? There were certain weekends my mom would be
Oh
like,
my
"You need to
gosh.
be up at 7 because we're
No,
gonna
no, no.
clean."
It was worse than that. It was when she would tell you you can sleep in. Get up at 7:30, and she's like, "It's already late in the day."
The
You
sun's
slept
It's
basically
like, no,
down
it's
again.
not.
Yeah, she and we would all, kind of like naturally get up or whatever. But my sister, especially on days we'd have to go to school, she was essentially in a coma every single night. Like my mom would come into my room, and me and my sister shared a room, and so did Lucas and Noah. But they would get up like normal people. My
Yeah.
mom would peek her head into the room and go, "Girls, it's time to get up." And I'd be like, "Okay, I'm getting up." I'm a slow riser too, but I would at least be alive looking. My sister still dead asleep. Then my mom would come in, "Victoria, it's time to get up for school." 20 minutes would pass. My mom would come in, "Tori, time to get up." Then she would leave another 5 minutes. My sister, still asleep, as if she has never slept before. My mom would come in, shaking her, yelling at her, "Victoria Jean, it's time for you to get up for school." My sister would be like, "Oh, Mom, why are you yelling at me?" My mom's like, "I thought you were dead."
She complained. She's like, "Why do you wake me up so mean, but you wake everybody else up so nicely?"
And my mom's like, "By the time I wake you up, I'm worried you are dead. I'm literally afraid trying to wake you up, girlfriend. Like, I don't know what to tell you." My sister was like, "Oh, okay," but she still complained about it.
And then us kids, we found the secret code to waking her up.
Yeah.
It wasn't about telling her to get up or anything. She was dead to the world. But you go right up next to her bed, you look at her bedside table, and you grab her cell phone. You put your hand on it. Boom.
Her eyes would shoot open.
She's hunting mode.
Yeah.
She is there.
Her arm comes out from under the covers and grabs your wrist, and all of a sudden twists it, and you're like, "Ah, you were asleep 5 seconds ago."
She's a little bit of like crack.
Yeah. Well,
It got her up every single time. It
every
was
time, without
crazy.
fail.
She could be dead to the world, and you touch that phone, and she was wide awake.
Yeah.
I have no
That's-
idea how it worked.
I have a feeling, but I won't put her on blast.
We all know.
Yeah. If my dad was in charge of waking us up, like on the weekends, because my mom liked to go run errands early, and sometimes she would drag somebody with her. Sometimes she'd just go by herself because we were all so obnoxious. She probably just needed a little break and got up early. I think she wanted to probably pretend to let us sleep in
I
a little.
understand.
Yeah. My dad we lived in a 2-story house, and he would take a broom and just bang, bang, bang on the ceiling of the downstairs, so we would feel it on the floor, and we'd wake up thinking something fell or someone was dying, in a complete
Oh
panic.
my gosh. That's so
It
Right.
good.
was booming.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, we had some fun times.
That's funny. I'd like to imagine, if it was like in the world of today, he would just have like a Bluetooth speaker rigged with like Metallica ready to blast.
You know what? He did do that a couple of times too. And it was
Kickstart Your Heart.
It was Kickstart My Heart. That was the song.
Yeah.
And he'd have his
I mean,
phone
fair
or
enough.
he'd get like a speaker and just stick his arm in the room and you heard, you know, and it was blaring and loud and would still wake you up with a start.
Mm. Give the man a high five.
Our
for me.
dad.
Oh, we will. I'll let him know.
Our dad used to do something similar when Lucas and I were with our dad and we needed to go like on a trip.
Strangely, like less aggressive, despite being more aggressive
wasn't-
music.
You know, Kickstart My Heart. Instead, he would play live shows of the band Killswitch Engaged through his speakers, but he started quiet. And then he would
Yeah.
gradually make it louder as he's getting ready, packing all of our stuff to go on this trip up to Colorado or into the mountains or something. And then finally we would wake up and you're listening to, you know,
My
metal.
curse. My curse is just super loud.
It's just really
What's
loud.
going
You're like,
on? Hello? What's happening? It's so early in the morning. It's just loud music.
Yeah, it's just loud metal. You're like, this is crazy. But
That's how we find out we're going on a skiing trip or something.
yeah, he's like, guys, we're gonna be gone for a week. We're gonna hit as many hills as we can.
Let's go. That was awesome.
End up halfway through Colorado, having a great time. What was that? Like 5 hills in 7 days or something?
We
Wow.
have 5.
We would hit a hill in the morning, leave, go to the next town, stay in a hotel, hit that hill the next morning, and then leave. And eventually we just drove back. It was a wild time. It was so much fun.
Yeah, your dad's a blast.
5. We
Yeah.
did.
He's a pretty
Cooper,
Yeah.
Monarch, Telluride, Purgatory.
We started on Pajarito.
That doesn't count.
Pajarito was the ski hill in the town that we grew up in. I don't remember what the last one.
I thought there was another one. I swore it started with a B, but it wasn't Breckenridge. Unless it was Breckenridge.
We've hit too many hills there
Yep.
in the Rockies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of all
Those
of
are-
us, that's the part that would be embarrassing, huh?
Yeah.
Putting each other on blast.
Well, we put each other on blast all the time. When we were younger, our mom, you know, trying to raise her kids right, would instill the idea, hey, don't say bad things about each other. Don't say something to someone about someone that you wouldn't say to their face. And we took that to heart. So we don't say things behind people's backs that we wouldn't say to their face. Instead, we just say it to their face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it backfired real bad, dude.
And poor mom, she's like, these kids are monsters.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Bro, it might have been Breckenridge. Anyways,
It was probably Breckenridge. That whole area is owned by the same company now.
I just hear Jake say, oh no.
Yeah, it can't be good.
All right, Maryssa, you may fire when ready.
Oh, yeah. So,
hey, actually,
the entire theme of our family. I can't remember. Like, am I not knowing the story? I know that probably drives people like that are not inside our family crazy. But it's how we are. We just get so excited to share stuff, and we also like to listen, so it's not totally one-sided.
what'd you say?
But you're such a brat.
Sorry.
I know.
Oh,
we're
you
not-
thought you were invited to this? What are you doing here? No.
Oh, you're right. My bad. Bye.
I know when Tori married Kyle, and Kyle was kind of getting used to some of our
Poor
family
guy.
stories and how we're loud, we're kind of obnoxious. We just have a lot. I mean, Jake, you've been over. You've interacted with our family. You're basically family.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
right. So you know how it is, and we're loud and kind of chaotic.
He was
and
not
Multi-convo layers.
yes, yeah, which I'm sure is a nightmare for editing. So sorry, whoever has to do that later.
It's gonna be me.
Well, we'll be praying for you.
Yeah. It's probably gonna take extra long before it gets released. I'm just giving you the warning right now.
Oh, that's fine. That's okay. I appreciate the invite and thinking of us to even partake. This has been fun. But Kyle would sit there
Appreciate
and
you coming.
be like, kind of trying to piece together, and he always remained somewhat quiet. You know, didn't always jump into the conversations and stuff. And hopefully, again, we're not putting Tori and Kyle on blast, but here I go.
We are.
You know, Tori had told us she goes...
Specifically, you are.
Yeah.
I want to stress to Kyle and Tori that if they listen to this, we had no part in deciding to talk about you.
Yeah. Well, here
Me and Noah. Me and Noah. This is Maryssa only.
Yeah. So, Tori had said Kyle would be like, I just don't even know, like, when to interject, or I'm still trying to figure out all the pieces of the several conversations that are going on at this all at the same time. So, but he's jumped right in. He's, you know, fought for his way to get a word in edgewise, and he's done a great job. So, glad that he's a part of it. And I'm not just saying that because I've been called out that I'm putting them on blast. I was going to say it regardless. I just want to throw that out there. Not a menace
I just
here.
had a flashback to you calling her T-Bone Tori.
Oh, so
What?
I hope. Okay, so
Alright, so fair warning.
Oh, you've cut out entirely again. How unfortunate. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. My gosh, what's...
Alright, we're back. Sorry, Audacity. Okay. It's because Maryssa sneezed or something.
I did not sneeze.
I think you touched
Well,
that
I'm gonna
kid.
keep
I try not to.
that clip in because I like the idea of blaming sneezing on you know, for the audio
I do too.
problems.
I like the
Yeah,
idea
sorry,
that
my
the
allergies
last thing
are
I
there.
said was fair warning, and then it just cut out. What did I say?
Okay.
What did we say? Oh, yeah, okay. The fair warning is that my sister was actually in a car accident yesterday. Maryssa started calling her
Dang,
T-Bone
she all
Tori.
right?
Yeah, she's good.
Don't worry about it. T-Bone Tori.
We should lead it.
Is the vehicle? Uh-oh. It's happened again. Man. I feel like I'm just speaking into the void. You know? No one's here and I'm just talking to myself. That's chaos theory. Chaos theory at work. You know? Someone could walk into this room right now and tell me that you're all figments of my imagination and I'd believe it. What? Hey, well, hold on. I just told someone. What's going on? Did your audio stop again? What happened?
Yes, our audio stopped again. All right.
Oh my god.
I know,
What's
I know.
going on over there?
Basically, if you look at the cable funny, Marissa's laptop just like seizes up. It's really scared right now because it hasn't received an update in at least 3 months. So
It hasn't
Gosh.
turned off in at
Maryssa.
least 3 months.
it hasn't turned off in at least 3 months. You're right. It actually
Yeah, I'd be
might.
very interested to see the uptime.
It's 3 months, 89 days.
Well, does that mean we need to do a fourth sync?
Yes, buddy.
Oh my
We might
gosh.
actually be on like 5 syncs. I don't know where we're at. Anyways, no, it's probably a 4th sync.
Yeah, say 4.
Boy,
All right. Well,
I
here
wish
we
you
go.
the best of
Three.
luck with this one.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. What were you gonna say?
Some T-Bone Tori. That's all. That's it.
Her car is absolutely totaled.
Yeah, she's
Uh,
good. She's
that's
on muscle
unfortunate.
relaxer, so she's feeling all kinds of weird. She said she didn't like the way they made it feel, but
She's lying.
Wait, muscle relaxing for what though?
She hit the side of the car pretty good.
yeah, so she thinks she has like
She
Ooh.
got T-boned, right? So she got
Right.
thrown into the side of the car because who knows?
New Mexico
She's
drivers.
pretty dramatic, and she might have thrown herself into the side of the car and just like injured herself when it happened.
she's like, I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
It was actually like a real light T-bone, and then she realized she was fine, so she threw herself against the window.
Then she went, insurance.
Like a soccer player. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she Ted Lassoed it, you know.
So anyway, she's fine. Now she's called T-Bone Tori.
Yeah.
How's the other guy?
The other guy was okay too. The other driver, I guess what happened was he's old. And this is what Tori said, so who knows. He's old and he was supposed to hit a stop sign and Tori had the right of way and he got the pedals mixed up, I guess.
Again, old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. But She's good. She's okay. And now we can, obviously as this family does, and I believe, if I'm hopefully not out of line for saying it, I believe Jake, your family probably relates to this as well. As long as everything is okay, there's a joke to be made.
I did call her yesterday, last night, and Em and I called her, and we hit her with well, Em was like, "How are you feeling?" And I was like, "What's up, Crash McGee?" So
yeah, I guess my mom was on the phone with Tori yesterday afternoon. I came back to check on the dogs, and when she had Tori on speakerphone, because my mom doesn't put the phone up to her ears anymore. I don't know what age they stopped doing that.
Yep.
But she does speaker.
Yeah, I don't know. It's annoying though.
It makes me laugh because I could eavesdrop, and I'm nosy, so I'm obviously not against it. Yeah, I do have FOMO, like to the highest degree. But I came up and I shouted in the phone. I said, "What's up, T-Bone Tori?" And Kyle, her husband, was on the phone. He laughed. Tori was less than amused, but I think still kind of chuckled. And then later on that night, I guess Kyle texted my mom and was like, "I offered to make Tori T-bones for dinner, but she said it's too soon." Which made me laugh too. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty good.
Jake, did you ever watch that show New Girl? This is a total side note, but did you ever watch that show New Girl?
I love New Girl. I've seen every episode.
Okay, so have we. It was a family show we watched for a long time. At least I know I did. I think Noah and Lucas may have watched some episodes in passing, mostly because it was on TV and maybe they were just in the room. But do you remember the game that they played, True American?
Yeah, I do.
So
it was like kind of not really real, right?
I think it's most of it's like made up. It may have started with like an origin game. They play with alcohol. We're Baptist and we were also underage, so we played with soda.
We were in high school.
We're in high school.
Yes, high school, and soda.
Careful with your right arm. Don't hit the cord.
Oh my gosh, I'm like attracted to the cord.
She's attracted to the cord.
Attracted to the chaos of it all. My mom would help us like set up true American parties where we would play with copious amounts of soda, and we would play all throughout the house. Really fun experience. I don't know how people play it with alcohol.
So
liver failure.
Yeah, cirrhosis perhaps.
When you're impaired, it's not so hard. The problem is that we weren't impaired. So we were very conscious of every additional bubbly sip you take.
Yeah, that I cannot tell you the amount and the carbonation. I still
can't even think about Big Red.
Yo, I can't remember the last time I had a Big Red.
Whoever brought that Big Red is a villain in my book.
There are more people who threw up at the house than I would have liked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just from soda alone. You know?
Drinking a lot of carbonated beverages really does evacuate your stomach. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's horrible. I would love to play again. I don't think I could do it with soda, and I would not.
No, it would have to be sugar free.
Yeah.
I feel like would not save you, I promise.
It would have to be like, because we're getting older, it'd have to be like water,
just like
electrolytes,
water.
Water.
Yeah.
So we're playing True American, but with water and Gatorade.
Right.
Kombucha.
No.
We have
this one's lemonade.
We got the 2-liter there in the middle.
Don't you guys worry, I brought the Kool-Aid.
With all the cans around it, and the person who got the 2-liter was the winner. Nobody wanted any more. They would open it and take a sip, and we'd all say yay, and then every soda left over is put down.
Like 6 people would be like, I gotta go outside.
Yeah.
We got the garden hose ready. Everyone step outside. We have dirt out there.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
We were always trying to figure out what to anchor our stomachs with, so it wasn't just soda. And
oh yeah.
I hope this isn't too disgusting. One time we played it a couple of times. We tried to anchor it with chili dogs, which is never the move. So if we're ever able to play True American, I don't know in what universe we would at this day, time, all of that jazz. I don't know what we would eat, because when you have copious amounts of any liquid, you're done. You're cooked.
I'm wondering. I think you just don't eat anything.
We tried that too.
It was
It's
People
a
still throw up.
lose-lose situation.
I think you're right.
it provided like a really strange, unique experience, though. Like after that, I went off to college, and I met this guy. It was Elias. He ended up being my roommate.
Oh, loved Elias.
And he used to say, like, people would be like, "Wow, you really like soda?" And he's like, "Yeah, I love soda. One time I drank a whole 12-pack in a day." And I was just like, huh, it's really strange that I've done 14 and a half an hour, and I actually get to, like, say that to somebody.
Yeah.
Wow.
It messes you up a bit.
Yeah, one of the rules in True American was if you're caught without a drink, you have to chug another drink. So you'd be standing on a chair with one open drink in your right hand, a closed drink in your
Oh my
left,
gosh.
and if you had pockets, at least one in a pocket. Because you couldn't be caught without a drink.
It's like making me sick even thinking about it. If I'm being
This
honest.
sounds incredible.
You didn't.
Then why'd you bring it up?
Oh, because it was a blast. I would love to play it again.
It was so much fun. That was
The
the,
rules
first time.
didn't make any sense. Everyone just ran around on this made-up board playing The Floor is Lava and suffering. And that's why it was fun, I guess.
That was the only time I've ever seen someone throw up onto the ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I had to clean it.
It was impressive.
Yeah, the one downfall of being tall is you get the ceiling vomit.
It was orange Fanta.
Yeah.
Fanta.
It looked like the world of color coming out of
It-
Seth Rogen's mouth.
Did
Yeah,
look
it
like
was
the world
incredible.
of color coming out of his mouth.
It was an incredible time.
It looked like chores for me coming out of his mouth.
That's because it was.
The rest of us were short and we're having a great time.
Yeah. And it's funny because when you're a teenager and you're in high school, you like look at people who look back on their high school journey and you're like, wow, they're so lame. How dare they peak in high school? I don't think I peaked in high school. I'm hoping I still haven't peaked yet. I'm hoping I still, maybe like 35 is like top
We all have
notch.
different opinions of your status.
You're gonna get a knuckle sandwich. I'm telling your wife.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling Emily. But looking back on it, teenagers are literally built different. Like, when I was a teenager, I could sleep in a chair, like, sitting up. I could sleep on a dining room table. I could essentially not sleep and still be fine. If I get 7.5 hours, I'm a menace. I need my full 8. I can't eat past 7 o'clock. I don't know if it suffers if y'all are the same.
He might not be there yet.
Dude, I can't sleep past like 9:30 anymore. It sucks.
Yeah, 9:30 is when I really, like, if I'm not in bed by 9:30, I'm having a rough day.
Yeah.
No, I mean like when I try to sleep in the morning,
Oh.
my body will not
eh.
stay asleep past 9:30.
I could rock the 12
Approximately.
p.m.
I will always
I'm a
wake
sleepy
up
fella.
at around 6 to 6:30 because that's when I wake up for work, and then I
Right.
wake up at 7 for church. But I'll wake up on Saturdays at around 6:30 and manage to go back to bed. And it's so nice.
Yeah,
My
I
preferred-
will do that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
My preferred, like, awake time, if I just, like, let myself naturally get up, is between 7:30 and 8. Very rarely do I sleep past 8:30. But teenager, I could sleep in till 10, 11, or not sleep. You know, just do whatever.
Bruh, if it's me, I'm sleeping till
Mhm.
11:30 p.m.
I don't know how.
I'm a sleepy fella.
PM.
That's like all day. That's like all
I'm
day, all
sleepy.
night.
I'll
Elite
sleep until
snoozer
11:30
over
p.m. and I'll be like, dang, it's my bedtime.
Go back to bed.
Go back to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, my
man.
gosh.
Saves you on money.
Yeah.
Saves money on meals.
Yeah, because you're just sleeping.
My girlfriend has told me
Yeah,
several times.
and then you get fired.
True.
Only if you do it on a weekday. If you do it on a weekend, you're fine.
My
What
girlfriend
are
has
they
told
gonna
me
tell you?
several times that she thinks my favorite pastime is napping or sleeping.
Oh, we're a big nap family.
I
Most of us
love.
are.
Which is funny
man.
because of. Anyways,
You gonna put mom on blast?
I am not.
You wanted to though, huh?
Almost did.
I'll do it.
Thinking about it.
I'm not gonna.
I'll do it.
So close.
My mom watched us like a hawk and like essentially studied our behaviors. It was hard for us to get away with anything because she always knew when we were lying or if something was wrong, all that, right? But one common thing that she had seen just throughout and heard from other parents and had read about, and reading is the worst thing that can happen to a mom. I'm just going to say it. Take books, take the internet away from all moms. because they learned crazy stuff.
Moms can't be reading. Moms can't be on Facebook. Moms can't be reading on Facebook.
Yeah, take reading away from moms. But if
Amen.
we came home and we took naps or whatever the case is, her first inclination, even still kind of to this day, is, are you depressed? Is everything okay? Are you feeling loved? Do you know that we love
You've
you?
been napping a lot lately.
You've been napping a lot
This is the first
lately.
nap I've taken this week. I'm just real tired.
My mom is, and she's kind of obviously eased up on it, I think, now, because I find her taking snoozes.
Yeah, she
She's
catches a
catching
snooze,
Z's.
and then you catch a Z, and then she's like, "Are you okay?"
You should
Yeah.
start asking her if she's depressed.
Yeah,
Every
how
time
have you
she
not turned
sleeps.
this on her yet?
Yeah. You know what we have then? She'll just kind of she'll be like, I slept for 15 minutes. That's a cat nap. That's actually your preferred napping time. You know, because if I'm taking
Your
a nap,
problem is that you're sleeping for 4 hours.
you're going to bed when you take a nap. You know, which, to be fair, I have taken a nap at 5:30, woke up at 8:30 and went, I'm having a handful of cereal. I'm going back to bed. You know, there might be some truth to maybe
The
what she was
half-awake gremlin with the handful of... I'm imagining you in a robe, super messed up
It's
hair,
just life.
a literal handful of bran of some kind,
Yeah, kinda.
walking back into your room, ready to pass
cold
out.
tortilla.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's. I mean, there might be some truth to what she was saying if I really think about it, but yeah, the rest of us can just knock out. I don't know if your family's big on naps, Jake, but we love a good snooze. I don't care how long.
Yeah, everyone but me, really.
Yeah.
I was
I'm a
never
napster.
that, except for when I was a little kid and a baby. I was never really that big on naps. You know, to me, it was always, you're supposed to be awake during the day. Let's not waste any of the time.
Says who?
Also, I'm
Who
the
says you have to
lightest
be
sleeper
awake?
around,
Oh.
and I try to make sure to that to the best of my ability that I will actually fall asleep and stay asleep at night, and napping can definitely impede that. So
You know what? It can.
Understandable.
I'll be honest, and maybe I have a sleeping problem or a sleeping disorder or something's wrong with me. I have been able to
Narcolepsy.
sleep for hours in the day and then go to bed and still get a full 8 hours.
that's great. I'm so jealous, dude.
I mean, we know
I wish
something's
I could
wrong with
stay
you.
asleep consistently.
Maybe there's
Oh.
something wrong with you. Sleep.
I think it's my gene pool is just meant to be essentially always asleep. I think our prime waking hours are from maybe 8 to 5, and that's just to work and then come home and sleep.
Dang.
So
Yeah, no. I pretty much have been drugging myself to sleep every night for my whole life.
do you take melatonin or what?
yeah.
Have you considered a healthier alternative like jumping jacks?
I thought you were going to go with
Jumping.
brick.
I wasn't.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna, or hard drugs,
Let's go.
cocaine. Even though that does the opposite.
I was gonna say that never said
Wired.
that. Yeah.
Wired
Let's go.
for another 16 hours.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a
Yeah, no, I kind of I had to fight for sleep.
bummer. I cannot imagine. I hope I don't have to imagine.
It's funny because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a little sleepy.
I think it's a constant.
I mean,
state.
yeah, as I've gotten older, I've gotten sleepier during the day, but that doesn't help because it's usually while I'm at work.
Right.
It's true. It definitely doesn't
I'm
help.
thinking about going to sleep right now.
It doesn't help that I like
I
to
might go
stay
home and
up
go to
late
sleep
And
right this minute.
I like to stay up late and play video games, so I end up going to sleep a lot
He's
later.
not
than
even
I should.
good at them.
That's true. I go to sleep a lot later than I should, so I don't get that much sleep realistically.
Y'all are missing out. I go to bed.
Yeah.
I go to bed later than I definitely should, and I sleep in later, so I'm
Mm.
consistently late to work.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Well, I know.
That's a beautiful luxury to have right there.
Right?
It is, and I try not to take advantage, but 3.5 years in, and I still haven't figured it out.
She
But-
tried once.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! If and when you get a new job, it is going to be a rude awakening, pun
my God.
intended.
Yeah. Yeah, here's to hoping I become independently wealthy. Am I right, guys? All right.
Here's to hoping you become independently wealthy enough for all of us.
Oh yeah, I got all y'all set up.
Win the lottery.
Play the lottery.
I gotta spend money to do that.
Yeah, and we had to buy you a burger?
Yeah.
There's no way you got enough money for a scratcher.
Who's this we?
That's right, I haven't paid you. Whoopsies.
I pay for all your food.
Noah got us.
Noah asked whose car we were taking to go pick up food, so I picked his car because if he was in the front seat, it meant he had to pay for food.
Yeah. $60 worth of Burger
That's a
King
brilliant
later.
strategy.
Oh yeah.
Let me send you.
So I'm thinking about my credit card
dollars.
statement going, ooh.
Dollar.
Yeah.
That's an older brother move if ever there was one.
True.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll send you some dollars in a
It's-
little bit. Now that
Oh
we're,
my gosh.
I think we're approaching our finish line.
Yeah. How's that?
Yeah. What time is it?
7:57.
Oh, 7:57. Yeah, okay. All right.
Boeing?
Well, let me
Yeah.
try to
Boeing
wrap this up as
757.
smoothly as I can.
Yeah.
Well, oh my gosh, what a comedy of errors that was.
Facts.
That's gonna do it for this episode, though. I just want to again extend a special thank you to our my guests for this episode, Maryssa, Noah, and Lucas. You've been great. I really appreciate you coming on the show and putting up with all the trepidation that comes with recording a podcast. You know, logistically, computationally, digitally, etc. The list goes on. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you for having
Thanks for having us, dude.
Thanks
This
for
was a
having
blast.
us. I hope you enjoy all the technical difficulties.
Yeah,
If
we'll,
nothing, they keep
Oh.
everything exciting.
we'll be praying for you in the editing
Oh.
process, but it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having
I
us.
appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks for coming on. You're a blessing both on and off the mic.
I appreciate that, bro. Same to you. Same to you.
Agreed.
Oh, well, thank you. Anyway, thanks for watching, well, really it's listening because there's not a video edit element to this podcast.
There
Maybe in
could
the
be
future,
if
but
you
the
put
point
Subway
is,
Surfers.
oh gosh, that's not me. I'm not that guy. Anyway, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you in episode 6. Well, at least I will. It'll probably be back to the normal co-hosts. But yeah, this definitely happened, and it was fun though.
It was a good time.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Fare thee well.
Alright, I'm stopping the recording.